congratulations on the movie. I've only seen 30 minutes so far, but it looks pretty good.
Thanks, man.
So it's been what about 3.5 years between the two Percy Jackson films?
Yeah, it's been a little a little gap in between them.
Were you ever thinking that maybe you might not see Percy again?
Yeah, I was. I mean, yeah, I guess after like the first year or two, I was like, I don't think maybe it's not gonna happen. But I guess the fan base just really grew, like really quickly after the first movie, and especially when it was on DVD and everything. And I've noticed that too. Like it's like a lot more. There's a lot more people reading the books and like that had gotten into it. But yeah, it's cool to be back for another one.
Yeah, and how has Percy changed in between, apart from you getting 3 years older?
Yeah. How has he changed? Well, at the beginning of this film, he's not really the hero anymore. He's a little bit down about himself, a little insecure. He's kind of just accepting a life of an average demigod life, and yeah, that's pretty much where it starts for him.
And so you play a demigod in the movie, and your director has the name of a god.
Yeah,
so
I know. Yeah.
What was that like when you found out? Okay, I'm being directed.
That was planned. That was planned. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, man. I mean, he's a good guy and a really good director, and I think tonally he really captured what I think people want to see. So.
Yeah, and in the time in between, obviously we saw you last year in Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I think was, really successful, particularly critically. Everyone seems to really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, do you prefer working on those kind of smaller films or kind of big things like this?
I don't have a preference, but they're just different. They're different experiences and different types of work, really. I mean, this is such like a physically intense, film to be a part of, and there's just a lot to learn physically when you're, just having to learn like a different fight scene or learn how to, use a rig or, a wire rig or whatever it is, Whereas, Perks is a lot about, I guess it's a tougher character to figure out and to map out, and everything. So it's different type of work, I guess.
And you've got 2 pretty big films coming up, haven't you? You've got David Ayer's Fury and Noah.
Yeah.
What stage are you at with those 2?
Well, Noah, we finished shooting, the end of last year.
And that looks enormous.
It is enormous.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, man. I'm really stoked about that, and I think that's gonna take people by surprise. It's pretty crazy. It's epic. And Fury, we're just starting prep, really. We got our cast together now, our main cast, and we're just hanging out and asking questions, learning about the tanks back then and meeting with historians and kind of figuring everything out about that time period. It's nuts, man. I'm really excited about it. It's a crazy movie.
And I know you came close in the past to playing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I was just wondering whether is there any other superheroes you particularly like to play, or?
I can't think of one that I'd be good for. I don't know, man.
Is it still something you'd like to do, though? Percy Jackson's a superhero.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, I guess it's all dependent on the filmmaker that's doing the project, I mean, look at the Batmans, right? It's like Batman's great, but depending on the filmmaker, it's like it can be one movie or it can be the other. But yeah, it all depends on the filmmaker that's doing it.
Yeah. And so, getting back to Percy Jackson, do you think we'll see Percy again, or is this it for him? Or 3.5 years down the line?
No. I think that depending on the success of this one, we'll be right back into it. Like making the adapting the other books and shooting them. I say quicker. I think a lot, faster than than the second one. But again, that's I think it's a big sign that the fan base has just grown since the first one. So I'm excited to see how people respond to this.
Excellent. Well, thanks a lot for speaking to me, Logan. And
thanks,
good luck with the film.
Thanks, dude.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.